to Bible Club. Hey, how you doing, boys and girls? Have you ever wanted to be alone? Not forever, but just for a few minutes, just a few seconds. Maybe you have a little brother or a little sister or a friend who came over the house and you're playing and having a good time, but after a while, they get annoying, or maybe you want to play the game by yourself, you want to play on your video games. It doesn't matter what the reason. You just want to be alone for a few seconds, few minutes. That time alone is enjoyable. You recharge, you relax, maybe you take a nap. I don't know what you do when you're alone, but I like to take naps, and maybe you do too. Jesus wanted to be alone too. It's normal. It's human to want a little alone time to relax, to rewind, maybe take a nap. You can't be working all the time. You don't go to school all day. Sooner or later, you have to come home and go to sleep. And that's all Jesus wanted one day, was a break, a little relaxation, a little nap maybe. So he decided to leave the area he was in and move away from the crowd. Can you imagine, though? The crowd, they followed him. I mean, he was walking and trying to go away, and then the crowd is running after him. He's walking, trying to get away, and the crowd's running after him. Gets on a boat, goes out in the water, and the crowd still follows him on the seashore. When he looked out upon all the folks, he realized that they were looking for someone who could help them, who could teach them. So Jesus had compassion on them. In his heart, he wanted to help them with their needs, with their troubles, with their problems. Whatever it is that they needed, he had compassion for them in his heart. That's a desire to help others who are in need. We should be just like Jesus. When we look at others in the world and we see that they have a difficulty or a problem, even when we want our alone time, or even when we want to keep our stuff for ourselves, we sometimes should be moved with compassion. Our hearts should move us to help others, to maybe share some of the stuff we have, to help somebody who doesn't have those things. That's what we should allow to happen in our hearts. When we are like Jesus, when we're trying to live like Jesus, we'll feel that same feeling he had for the folks. A feeling of compassion. So since he had this compassion, he decided to meet the needs of the people. He went out, and from his boat, they was gathered on the seashore, and he preached, and he taught, and he shared a message with the folks. And they listened for a while. They listened to him share wonderful, wonderful news and wonderful, wonderful teaching. However, after a little while, time was getting late, and their bellies started growling. The disciples said to Jesus, you should send these folks back now, because we don't have any food to feed them, and it's getting late. They should go and get some food so they can eat. And Jesus says, no, we'll share with them. You see, Jesus cared about teaching them and sharing his love and his message with them, but he also was willing to share with the folks his physical things, food or whatever they might need in this situation. And in this case, they was hungry, so it was food. But there was a problem. There was 5,000 men out there, plus women and children. Thousands of people. What were they going to feed all these people? Did they have a big old boat of food? No, they didn't have nothing. But this young boy came and shared his lunch with Jesus. So they was looking for food. He shared his lunch. The Bible tells us that he had 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Doesn't sound like much to feed 5,000 people. And sometimes when we look into the world and we see the difficulties and problems that people have, it seems like we can't help all those people. We don't have enough to help anybody. But the truth is, when we have a heart like Jesus, a heart of compassion, he can make a little bit a lot. And he can take what we have and make sure it can help somebody. You'd be surprised how many good things you can do with the little bit you think you have when you trust Jesus with your resources. When you're willing to share even when you only had one. When you're willing to help when you didn't feel like you had time. When you're willing to go and put in some effort with this person even though you wanted to be alone and take a nap like Jesus that day. He was looking for a break. He was looking for a nap. But he decided to meet the needs of the people. And with that boy's little lunch, he looked to his Father in heaven and he prayed. And he blessed the food. And he broke it. And he began to pass the food out to the people. And somehow, some way, this food just kept getting passed out. It was supposed to just be 5 loaves of bread. But when he was finished passing it out, everyone had eaten. Everyone's belly had gotten full. Everyone had had their fill. And they were feeling good. And there was still food left over. They filled 12 baskets with the food that was left over. Because God can supply all our needs. He can supply all your needs. You understand? The greatest need we ever had was a need for forgiveness. And God in heaven loved us so much that he sent his son Jesus. He was in this world having a heart full of compassion and love for you and care for you, that he lived the life you could not live. Perfect. He never did anything wrong. And gave his life so that we could be forgiven. Dying on a cross for you and me. He was meeting our greatest need. Our greatest need. When he got up with all power in his hand, he had the power to save you from your sins. He was dealing with your greatest need. But he has not forgotten you. He is still watching over you. For those who have believed on him, he's providing for you each and every day. For those who have not given him any amount of attention or love, my God still provides your needs. He has blessed us with all these things that we have in the world. All our food and provisions and clothing, whatever it is we're blessed with, it comes from God. He supplies our needs. And he supplied the needs of those people that day. Their spiritual needs by teaching and their physical needs by filling their bellies with food. What an amazing thing Jesus did that day. What a miraculous thing Jesus accomplished that day. Our God is amazing. Boys and girls, thank you for joining me for our Bible Club. Please help me end with this great song that reminds us that our God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. It goes, my God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you. Alright, boys and girls, come on and join me now. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you.